Two boys, 6 and 11 years old, were killed in the attack on Chaplino. Russian propaganda reports that the target was a military rail transport with 200 soldiers. Chaplino is our pain today. 5 people were burned in the car. An 11-year-old boy died. A Russian rocket ruined his home. We will hold the occupiers accountable for everything they have done and drive them out of our land. Russia's missile strike on a train station full of civilians in Ukraine fits a pattern of atrocities. We will continue, together with partners from around the world, to stand with Ukraine and seek accountability for Russian officials. Despite nearly 200 anti-aircraft alarms, there was no increased intensity of missile attacks yesterday. On the other hand, the activity of the Russian Air Force was much greater than usual. About 200 flights during the day were recorded. The enemy used mainly bombers and long-range missiles to attack Ukraine. Such a large number of alerts is due to the fact that, in addition to missile strikes, Russia has conducted many simulated flights. The planes took off, maneuvered in the air, simulated the launch of missiles. For safety reasons, air alerts were, of course, announced at that time. The citizens of Ukraine generally follow the instructions of the authorities and remain in shelters or cellars during the air alarms. Unfortunately, not every building has rooms where you can feel safe. As a result of 2 missile strikes, in Shepyatovka, windows and doors were broken with a shock wave in private homes and in the school. 3 people, a woman and 2 children, were slightly injured. In the evening, the city was attacked with Smerch missiles. The port infrastructure was damaged. There were no casualties. While a residential area was shelled by S-300 missiles at night, the fire was extinguished. This morning, Slavyansk was shot at again. This time the missiles hit residential houses on Darwin Street. There were 3 powerful explosions. Fortunately, there were no casualties. In the southern regions of Ukraine, residents are not only concerned about the shelling and the fires they cause, but now an additional problem is sandstorms. This phenomenon may not be common, but it does happen. Air pollution is caused by the transport of dust and sand particles from the Caspian lowlands and other regions of Asia. Usually it takes about a week. You have to close windows and spend less time on the street. Russia maintains an increased military presence around the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, according to satellite images to intelligence. In addition, it deployed armoured personnel carriers within 60 metres of reactor number 5. I remain gravely concerned about the situation in and around the nuclear power plant in Zaporizhzhia. Any further escalation of the situation could lead to self-destruction. As a result of Russian shelling, forests began to burn in the vicinity of the power plant today, and the city of Enerhodar was cut off from water and electricity.